information.
But ask.
Me, I have still not got the money for that list of expensive building materials you sent to me. The price of the iron rods have been increased too much.
Madam, relax. Look, that's not why I did call. I just visited IPCP, where the engineers told me everything about Trasacco fast floor.
Please, those people are expensive. Are they not the people building those big houses in town? I beg those guys.
Madam, in fact, I used to think the same until I visited their office today, and they gave me an estimate of how much it will cost. No, the estimate is free. It's cheaper than the one I even sent you.
Wow.
Building contractors, foremen, masons. Visit IPCP, the Trasacco Fast Floor. Engineers will assist you build an affordable, faster and stronger building.
Oh, madam. It is done.
Wow.
Trasacco Fast Floor. Stronger, faster and affordable.
This is a Trasacco construction product.
Very good afternoon to you here on Youth Empowerment Television Show, your most authoritative youth analysis program you can find across the African continent. 15 minutes after 1, my guest already seated here in the studio. If you're watching us on Facebook, don't forget to click the like button, click the share button. Also drop your comment beneath the comment section so we read it for you as the show goes on. Today, I've been blessed to have a very big man here and a big woman here to join us, discuss tourism and what is happening this Easter. And you know what it means, especially during the Easter a season when we all have to be shouting Kwahu. Let's look at what amazing plans that we have for you so far as this interview is concerned. But before I go into the interview and the issues surrounding it, quickly let me just give you details of a press release that was on the 17th of March 2022, and this is Kwahu Easter Festival 2022, and it says that under the auspices of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, the Ghana Tourism Authority (GTA), in collaboration with the various assemblies in Kwahu East, West, South, and Kwahu Traditional Authority, would organize the Kwahu Easter Festival from 14th to 18th April 2022. The Easter Festival resurfaces this April after 2 years of inactivity due to the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. The key highlights of the Easter Festival includes the Paragliding Festival, which has gained international recognition and also helps promote domestic tourism and draws visitors to Kwahu. Other activities earmarked for the festival includes hot air balloon, the Kwahu Marathon, a food bazaar, Kwahu Draso, pool parties, musical concert, church services, etc. The proposed fee for paragliding flight is 550, inclusive of an antigen test for passengers before they are allowed to fly. The authority, in addition, will be producing a Kwahu Easter guide, which seeks to inform tourists and the general public about the various events and activities and other vital information about the upcoming festivities. Now, hoteliers, event organizers, other stakeholders will therefore have the opportunity to advertise in the guide. all COVID-19 protocols will be strictly observed throughout the various activities of the festival. Thank you. And this is from the Corporate Affairs Department, Ghana Tourism Authority. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to have you guys here. Yeah. But I mean, for those who are watching you guys for the first time, if you can introduce yourselves briefly for our viewers. We are familiar, especially with you, but we'll just let you introduce yourself to the general public.
Yes, very well. My name is Kofi Takakra-Kusi, the Deputy Head of Corporate Affairs at the Ghana Tourism Authority Head Office.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Regina Aku Jameshi, a member of Tour Operators Union of Ghana and head of administration and finance for Hausa Tours.
Okay, very well. So you understand we have the big people here in the studio today. We are going to discuss this, I mean, tourism and how important and significant is this year's Kwahu Festive Easter celebration going to be. So, Senior, I mean, share with us. I must congratulate you guys. The GTA, you guys have done very amazing.
Thank you.
Turning Ghana, turning things around. I mean, Ghana has become a tourist destination so far as Africa is concerned.
Thank you.
And it's a good job you guys are really doing. We are proud of you.
Thank you, Amofa.
Tell us, what really should we expect so far as this Easter celebrations are concerned?
Good. Amofa, at this point, let me give a big shout out to Pan-African TV for the work you are also doing.
Thank you very much.
And not forgetting my own good friend. He's more or less a papa, Kwesi Pratt.
Yes.
We meet in certain quarters, so that's my papa. And please, as you can see, the Ghana Tourism Authority, under the leadership of Mr. Akwesi Ajaman, my CEO, and then also the Ministry of Tourism, let me give a big greetings to the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Awal Mohammed, and also the Deputy Minister Okrikumante, Honorable Okrikumante, not forgetting the board chairman of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Mr. Honorable Seth Echeba. He was newly appointed just a while ago. The Ghana Tourism Authority and the ministry, what we seek to achieve is to entrench domestic tourism. And in entrenching domestic tourism, what we have decided even to do in recent times, I'm sure you have heard that we have launched what we call the Destination Ghana project.
Yes, in London.
In London, thank you. Good. I want to buttress that point with our domestic tourism promotion and the Kwahu Easter Paragliding Festival. The Destination Ghana project seeks to also showcase Ghana's potential to the rest of the world in terms of our domestic tourism. What we have as Ghana, what we have as a country, what we are improving upon. Probably we have what we have is to have a product development plan, and then also see how to market our country out there. That is one main thing why Destination Ghana has been launched. Don't forget, during the advent of COVID, we could not travel anywhere. So domestically, we had to do what? Be able to entrench our local setting. How can we improve our local setting? And that was the modus operandi. You do recall that in 2019, a year of return. Great program.
Massive growth.
Massive growth, my brother. Yes. Of course, we contributed close to about 3.3 billion into $3.3 billion into the Ghanaian economy. And you can see that the presidency, the well-meaning Ghanaian people realize that if we put more of our eggs into tourism, it means we are able to get more returns. That is how come Year of Return raked in more. So we have a new project called Beyond the Return.
Beyond the Return.
Beyond the Return, of course, and we have 7 pillars as part of the Beyond the Return, which of course, first one had to do with experience Ghana. You have to experience Ghana, promote Pan-African heritage and innovation, and then also invest in Ghana, diaspora pathways to Ghana, give back to Ghana, celebrate Ghana, and brand Ghana. What all these seeks to achieve is to entrench our domestic tourism promotion. Looking at Kwahu, Kwahu is no different from all the others that I've spoken about. It is also an opportunity for us to entrench and also build our domestic tourism. What the Ghana Tourism Authority does is to promote our destinations. If I say our destinations, probably when you get to Cape Coast, when we are having during the Independence Day celebration as part of our Heritage Month, we did that with the Tour Operators Union of Ghana. There was a tour that we organized for school children, for revelers who came for the Independence Day and all that. those are some of the things we do to entrench our domestic tourism capacity. Yes. So, as a matter of fact, these are things that we are doing to be able to make sure that tourism strives well.
We are very excited. I mean, not to just end it at the year of return, but beyond the return and also Destination Ghana. You guys are doing very, very well. But tour operators, would you say this has been your cash cow? This government initiatives being introduced has really helped you guys a lot. Can you say that?
Yes, I would say that it has helped a lot of us because people knew about tour operators, but I would say this government had given the greater picture and market to the world because now people know that if you have to travel, you have to get a licensed tour operator to do your package for you. You can't just walk to Ghana because I've heard of Ghana and I want to visit Ghana. No. But when you get a licensed tour guide, a tour operator, that person is in a supply chain, which encompasses of a tour operator, a hotel association, a restaurant. Indirectly, we employ the community at large. Why am I saying that? A tour operator will make sure a client comes into the country. That person will eat our food, sleep in our hotels, enjoy our tourist sites. All these people get jobs. We segregate
you put all of them together to benefit from that visit.
And at the end, government also benefits. Remember, tourism is the fourth largest foreign exchange in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes. So you can imagine how much we contribute to Ghana's economy.
Domestic growth.
Yes. So in tourism, if you want a very good product, number one, you have to get a tour operator. A licensed tour operator.
Yes, I like that fact. So it means that before you become a tour operator or a guide or however you are defined, you need to make sure the person is licensed.
Yes.
So if you are coming to Ghana, you must make sure. So what are the disadvantages if anybody just walks up to you or somebody, or I know somebody who can show you around Ghana? What's the disadvantage?
The disadvantage is one, a licensed tour operator will conform to your specification by guiding you through what you want, the product you want. I don't sit in the office and do the product for you, but rather I join with you because one person is not a monopoly of knowledge. I might say that when you visit Cape Coast Castle, you can move to the last bath, what's the name? Bring yourself where the assembly so but you will
for the slaves department.
Yes, but you will say that I've heard of Anomabo, so I want to travel to Anomabo. This is what I'm talking about. The licensed tour guide knows all these places. The person has familiarized him or herself with there, has a link with the hotels and the restaurants around. So you are not just following somebody who will tell you that we have a fancy kinky here, so let's go and eat it. No, everything is timed and packaged.
And as I Dubai,
yes, everything is timed and packaged. And when you get to Cape Coast, it's not that let's go and check whether this hotel is free.
It's like you are roaming about.
It's booked already. You are having fun at your own comfort zone, space and time.
Wow.
Yes, by getting a licensed tour operator.
How do we get a licensed tour? Because I know well, good news about my show is that we are also spread across about 40 African countries.
Wow.
So we're not just Ghanaian based. If somebody wants to get a tour operator, how do we just type on it? How do we get that?
No, you just go to our website.
Oh, there's a website for that.
www.touroperatorsuniongh.org.
Okay, can we take that again?
Touroperatorsuniongh.org.
Okay, so, but viewers, don't worry. We'll try and get it before we close the show and give you properly so you can.
So when you go there, you have all the list of licensed tour operators.
Oh, so everybody licensed is there. In case of anything, you know that the union is there.
The union is there.
Even security. I mean, good.
Yes.
That's where I was going. Security is assured.
Yeah.
When you have any challenge, you came, you left something here, you need it back to the state, you are assured of getting it.
Wow.
Yes, because you have the contact of that.
Yeah. Senior, how did you guys do it? This has been very strategic. I mean, how did you guys for the first time, we had visa shortages spread across certain countries. There were certain countries that you can't get Ghanaian visa. You have to. Now there was visa on arrival. First you don't get it that way. How many people would like to be in Ghana?
Before he takes that, let me add this quickly. Before I forget. You could see that when I was talking, I told you it's a supply chain.
Yeah.
Yes. Even though the tour operator handles everything, look at the beautiful segregation.
Yeah.
You have a licensed tour guide. You have a licensed hotelier. You have a licensed car rental. You have a licensed restaurant. And indirectly, I employ somebody who is just selling, hawking on the street.
Yeah.
Yam and chofi. When you are traveling to Cape Coast, when you are traveling to...
You want to have a few of that. There's traffic.
The beautiful You buy from them. And indirectly, that tour operator that handles that package has what?
Indirectly given, wow. But I was asking, was this very strategic, or when you guys were introducing the year of return, I mean, did you just try your luck, or you strategically put this plan knowing it will succeed and it would yield the results we're seeing?
Good, Amafa. At any point in time, you expect that you would always have expertise within a certain kind of industry.
Yeah.
So you realize that in as much as the tourism authority is a government agency, what we do is that we partner with our private sector.
Okay.
The private sector, of course, is the engine of growth of the tourism sector. That is why when she was talking, she talks about the tour operators, the tour guides, the hotels, the car rentals, the restaurants, the pubs, the drinking bars, travel and tour agents, travel and tours. So all these people are in...
Someone is asking the nightclubs. The nightclubs.
So all of them are in a tourism value chain. It's a chain. So the chain directs us to do the right things so that you do not falter.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to some of the issues that you indicated, you realize that the Ghana Tourism Authority also deals with some analogous institutions. For example, we deal with the Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana Airport Company, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
This is a huge industry.
Exactly. So all these people, the Ghana Immigration Service takes care of visa on arrival. So we have that synergy with them. You get it? So Tourism Authority, the ministry, we deal with all the various components.
Okay, so those on tourist visa, when they just get here, the Ghana Immigration Service ensures that is done at their comfort.
Exactly. Because we have been able to put together a synergy among ourselves. So we understand how it works. Anytime there is this visa on arrival, we expect that the Ghana Immigration Service will be there at the airport to ensure. For example, as we're going to have this Kwahu Easter Paragliding Festival, we're expecting the pilots to come in. Good. Now, what we usually do is that when they float in, sometimes we get them visa on arrival.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Exactly. That's what helped with the year of return. And
that was very strategic and smart. Yeah, no visa stress. You get here and you just get it.
You get there. You at the airport. You get
wow. Let me quickly ask this so that we can wrap up on this one. 550 Ghana cedi for paragliding and some extra thing. How would you guys make money? I mean, paragliding, just 550.
As a matter of fact, we had to, because we are a government agency, we do not look at making too much of a profit. But we are making sure that Ghanaians have a feel of our domestic tourism. That is the modus operandi. For us to be able to get Ghanaians to appreciate what we have as a people in terms of our culture, in terms of our heritage, in terms of what we have, our food, our clothes, everything. So this 550, of course, it's somebody would say it's a, because I know you have already compared how much is taken outside when you go for paragliding. Yes. But because we have subsidized it, that's why it is that.
Let me add to what you said.
Sure.
And you realize that Ghanaians, if we have not learned anything, COVID has taught us to embrace our own.
It's true.
It's difficult for you to see a Ghanaian saying that I'm saving, I want to travel to Ghana here.
Yeah.
Want to travel to the state.
Yeah.
But COVID taught us that stay in your country. Enjoy what you have in your country.
Yeah.
So we are using this channel to let them know that it's good you learn how to understand your own, accept your own, embrace your own, you learn your own, so that when you are out there, there's an adage in Akan that when you know the drum of your homeland, when they play it, you don't get missing in the crowd.
This year, they're Kwahu.
So it is beautiful that you embrace and accept your own. And how do we do it? When government, we're happy when government ease the
restrictions.
At least people had it in their mind that when I go to, when I travel, I'll probably come back with COVID and blah, blah. Now the restrictions are off. When you go to Kwahu with a licensed store operator, you are sure of enjoying Kwahu. You don't just walk to the street to go to pub, to go to this, but the whole package is done for you. So you move from here, you go to here, you enjoy
I was saying that, I mean, in wrapping up, like, for example, if you visit Dubai, on your arrival at the airport, there's somebody to pick you there from Palm Jumeirah to Desert Safari to all the places, and you are bringing this to Ghana, and you really feel at home. Congratulations to you guys. You guys are doing so well. So if anybody wants to get a contact, somebody's watching us outside Ghana, how is the registration done? I mean, how does a person get to pay all of this?
You get onto our website, visitghana.com.
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 Okay.
Yes. Then you are able to register.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, what we have done is that we are in partnership with the Kwahu Traditional Council
and the stakeholders like the immigration service, store operators,
meteorological services, and all that.
Okay.
So we have all these
package. Don't forget, as part of paragliding, we have the hot air balloon also. The hot air balloon is being added this year.
Is it a balloon we know at the night? When you
get to Turkey, there is the hot air balloon. You fly in there.
Oh yeah. Hey, you're bringing hot air balloon here.
The hot air balloon is coming also. So I'm
wow.
It's a whole package.
Wow.
Yes.
I'll be there. For me, the Kwahu there. If I don't even start registering now, there's a lot of accommodation going to be there because you know the stress in Kwahu accommodation.
So let me add to it.
Quick, just in a second.
Yes, just in a second. Talking of accommodation, this is why you should get a licensed tour guide.
Of course, I need to
get them. Talking of accommodation, you need to get them on board.
So it's secured. I remember.
That person
nobody sleeps, but you need an accommodation.
You just heard of the balloon and you are Do you know that we have so much tourist sites at Kwahu that people do? Even the main source of river is coming from Kwahu.
Hey, the big
we have beautiful caves.
So you can take us to watch that.
Oh, sweetheart, just book with tour operators.
So the two websites, right?
www.touroperatersgh.org.
Okay. Yes. And this one is visitghana.com. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. You guys are doing amazing. And on behalf of the young people watching us here in Ghana and also across the African continent, we can't wait to celebrate Kwahu festive season with you guys. Thank you so much. This is where time will permit us at the first interview with our big people here in the studio. So I'm going for a quick montage break. You know, the National Union of Ghana Students had their elections just last Saturday. After the elections, the Electoral Commission declared one candidate as president. Another candidate says that no, I am supposed to be president. There were three candidates. He declares himself also as president. We see certain political party executives congratulating him as president, whilst there's another person the EC have declared president. One of the presidential candidates, who is a very respected colleague of ours, is here at Pan African TV. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll also be speaking to the president-elect himself, but we have a presidential candidate who would give us an eye-to-eye account of what really happened. You know me, you can trust me to ask all the very heartbreaking questions for you. I'll be back just after this montage break. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that particular quick break, and we're about to discuss Nugs and the aftermath and all the things that happened. My guest is Charles Oppong. He is, should I say was, because the election was just this Saturday. So 2022 Nugs presidential aspirant. Senior, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
We must congratulate you, even though it didn't go as planned. I mean, to take such a bold initiative, not for personal interest, but to serve the Ghanaian students, the 10 million Ghanaian students. We say congratulations for that bold step.
Thank you very much, boss.
Are you disappointed not to have won the elections as president of the whole Ghanaian student?
It's 50-50. I'm quite disappointed. In a way, too, I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah.
So, disappointed where in the delegates, or disappointed that you didn't make it?
Disappointed that I couldn't make it. As for the delegates, we were there. We all sold our policies and stuff, and we believed the one that they believed that they chose. So I'm quite disappointed. So the only thing is I have to go back, work on myself, and come back.
Go back, work on yourself, and come back. And you said you believe they chose the one that they have to choose. We are confused. Who is the Nugs president? You were a candidate. You took part in the electoral process.
Yes, please.
Who was validly elected?
As I sit here on the figures my polling agents served me with,
okay,
I will say that His Excellency, let me say, Mr. Dennis Appiah,
President-elect. So His Excellency.
Yes, please.
Okay.
He is the president-elect.
So Dennis Labi is the president-elect.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. That based on the figures that your polling agents brought to you.
Yes,
are you very familiar? Are you very familiar with the constitution of the National Union of Ghana students? Are you familiar with the constitution?
Yeah, quite. I would say quite. Because as someone who wants to move to that level, I think you need to be quite familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was the constitution signed by the General Secretary as prescribed in the constitution, the very foundational constitution of Nugs? Because I'm sure you're aware that the constitution, the electoral register, after compilation, must be presented to the General Secretary of the Electoral Commission. The General Secretary of the Union, who is supposed to sign the register for the register to be used for the election. As a candidate, can you say on authority that the register was signed?
I cannot sit here and say that it was signed, but once he joined the queue.
Oh, he joined the queue
to vote.
You're serious?
Yeah. Once
the
he voted,
General Secretary joined the queue
and voted.
Oh, then the matter is settled. Whether you sign or you did not sign, you cannot be part of a process which is flawed. You cannot be part of an illegality in law.
Sure. He voted. So once he did that, and let me tell you this: before the election, there was some misunderstanding.
Okay.
And our polling agents were not allowing the ECs to move on with their work for us to commence the voting. And so they called all aspirants and said, we the presidential aspirants just met, and then we talked through it. And the issue was about
the issue,
The issue was about serial numbers.
Okay.
And then stamps.
Serial numbers on the ballot paper.
Yes, please.
And the stamps.
And stamps.
What was it?
The serial numbers were not there. And so they ordered us, the agent said that once serial numbers are not there, they are not going to allow the voting to go on. And so what we did was that we talked to them, we discussed through, and quite convinced them that yes, even if the election is going to run in the night, it will be better we can see the stamps
on the ballot
sheet,
okay,
than the serial numbers. So we thought through it, and then we convinced our polling agents to let the election move on. And during this kind of dialogue, the General Secretary was there.
The General Secretary was there?
Was with us.
Wow.
He was part of the people who were trying to talk to us to calm down so that we move on with the election.
So what changed? You see, you are a potential president in future for the union.
Sure.
And one of the things that held our body politics is honesty, transparency, and speaking truth to power. Are you able to confirm what really made the general secretary take part of the process, even try to mediate at a point where there were issues with serial numbers and stuff? Why would he turn himself and I'm told organize another election and declare another person president when he knows by law he cannot declare anybody president?
I think that one he will be the better person to respond to this question, but sometimes I do not want to drag it to a certain point, like on a party basis. But I will say that he will be the better person to answer.
I didn't mention party politics, but it's good you brought it in. Do you think political party politics is really the underlying tone behind this atmosphere? See, guys, I wanted to show you something, but it may be very difficult. About 19 or 18 hours ago, I saw one of the candidates, I think Etuahene, the other presidential candidate who is declaring himself also as winner. He posted something on Twitter, and it was a picture of himself and Dennis, the president-elect. And he makes a caption that the president of Nugs talking to one of the young students of Nugs, of Baptist University. And why are you people doing politics to the detriment of the ordinary Ghanaian student? Children are in kindergarten, primary schools, some are schooling under tree. They have their hopes and their aspiration on you guys. Why are you guys doing this to Nugs?
Sincerely speaking,
and you don't want to do party politics. You don't want to speak truth to power. You know who is wrong here. See that you know who is wrong.
Yeah, sincerely, I know. But here at this juncture, I'm just pleading.
Okay.
I accepted. I will affirm it.
That is free and fair.
Yeah.
The election was free.
No, I'm not talking about that.
But you were part of an election. Was it free and fair? No, you see, this is where you guys make the work so difficult for us. Because senior, it's also about your political future.
Sure.
And this is even beyond looks. This is about your integrity. A lot of young people are watching us. You were part of a process. Not everybody is happy with the electoral results. I cannot say the elections were free and fair, but I accept the results for the unity and foregoing of Nugs. Yeah.
Let me come in here. I think our constitution actually stipulates it that if you are not happy with elections, like you go to Article 21 Clause G, it directs you on what you need to, the process you need to follow. Currently, the 48 hours that needs to be after a declaration has elapsed. And so I will sit here and say that no matter how the election wasn't free and fair, nothing is always 100%.
Yeah.
You understand it?
So you admit the election wasn't free and fair, but there was 48-hour time given
that he should have shared his sentiments, go on and then see the GC, write it to them, petition them, so that he shares with his evidence why he's saying he has even won.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So here, what I'm saying is that yes, the free and fair issue, it wouldn't get 100%. But I'm actually, as I sit here, I'm okay with it.
Even though it wasn't free and fair, you're okay because you want the union to move forward. To
move forward, so that I'll go back, like I initially said, prepare myself for
and help correct the system.
So, you know, like if you go to our central government, when there was an issue in 2012, when the NPP sent the election to court, they discussed through it, and some of the submissions from the court made them to understand that yes, if you have issues like this and you bring it, it helps us to correct the thing in the future. And that thing even corrected it in 2016. You understand?
We want to know if you're a man of your words. You sit here to say, even though the election was not free and fair, you would want to go back, do an examination of yourself, and come back again. What were some of the things that went on that you think you were not really cool with the processes? But after all, you can't get everything to be 100%. I mean, let's guess all the things.
The first thing that we got convinced was that the ballot sheets were not having the serial numbers.
Oh, ballot papers for this national election were not having serial numbers to be uniquely identified.
Yes, so that one we accepted it. And we move forward.
So later, all the candidates accepted to move ahead with it. Even the Tuahene himself.
Yeah, he was there.
No, he was there. He also accepted that it should move on.
He accepted it.
Okay.
And again, we have a period that we used to organize elections.
Yeah.
You understand? So looking at it, the time of the vetting and those stuffs, yeah, it was quite...
Election is an event. It's not one day.
You see that?
So, yeah.
It was quite thoughtful. But I would say that it's because of the time we find ourselves in. You understand? If you go to the Constitution direct, we will see that this wasn't even the time we were supposed to have the election.
I know. And in fact, that's why I said we want the union to move forward.
Yes.
I personally does not want to sit here and even say, as at the time people were holding themselves to be presidents of the union, they ought not be president, because some of them were pledging during vetting, their last vetting, that they will hand over within the 4 months as they were supposed to hand over. They are not students, but they were still calling themselves president. But you see, regardless, they still found it necessary to organize elections for new leaders to come ahead so that the union will still will still move on.
Sure.
Don't you think this is purely because of party politicking?
I cannot actually sit
But
here
you
and
MPP,
say.
you know you were 2 MPPs against one NDC. You know,
but I cannot sit here and say it.
I understand, but
Yeah.
why did you want to occupy student leadership when you know you are in the interest of a political party? You are MPP, are you not? Are you not MPP?
We are all growing to have an interest in the central government.
But you are MPP, and so would you have been neutral if you had won the presidency?
I cannot sit here and then answer it that way. You know, we were coming to serve the interests of the students.
Okay, so it didn't matter whether political party was sponsoring you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were coming to serve
people are saying you are trying to support Dennis, my very good friend, and Leonard friend. You are supporting this candidature because this is now becoming a political battle between MPP and NDC. So you need to be, you being the middle person is obviously going to go for your party man. Is it true?
Let me start from here. At the start of the process, we normally meet at the secretariat, and then even Kwesi Etuahin is also a good brother. He respects me so much, so do I. And Dennis too is also a brother. I would say that we were trying to trace our backgrounds, and it's like we're having something in common. So do Kwesi Etuahin too. And you know.
Dennis had a common background.
Yeah, a certain
background.
No, a family background.
Okay.
He is a breakthrough. I'm a breakthrough by clan. And let's take that one aside. When the whole process went through, you understand. One thing that I am saying we should come together, just see to it that Dennis moves on, and then we move the union forward. Is that day the delegates were there, they voted. Let's look at the figures difference. 824 against 187. Even if we were close, then it could have just spoken out to the masses that in fact you almost won. But it was before the election ended that I got the information that they held a press conference to declare themselves winners.
No, you're kidding. Before the election was over, they held the press conference to declare. And that was in bad faith.
And so when the county was ongoing, I went to my social media handles, and then it's like Kwesi Etuahin, the Nugs president-elect. I said, wow. So I even went on my status and I wrote that our ballot boxes have not been opened yet. Our ballot boxes have not been opened yet. People are declaring themselves as president-elect.
That's very bad. Let me put this on record that we have reached out to Ahene, and we do hope he's a listening person. And in as much as we are speaking to the candidates, I'm sure when we are done with Dennis tomorrow, we would also have him here, Ahene himself, also to let us understand some of these allegations that are. So you were surprised that the ballot box has not been opened, counting has not been done, declaration has not been done.
The presidential ballot box has not been opened. You know, they started from, let me see, the down, and so they were at the last part one, where I saw those information moving around, and then the current general secretary also, like he tweeted it. He tweeted it, and so Joy News also captured it. And it was just moving viral. I said, what is Kwesi trying to do? In fact, if you do not understand anything and you have grievances, there is a way. Follow it and let us have peace. Because as I sit here, I just feel pity for myself that this union is going to suffer a certain issue.
In fact, you guys are becoming a big disappointment. This is what it looks like. The young people, the students of Ghana, for the first time had a united Nugs for about two years or some time.
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. And they handed over, and no matter what, regardless, Boachi Yadom was doing his best to make sure that this election is done and to hand over to a new leadership, despite the fact that the 4 months mandate could not have, been possible to achieve anything. He had to still hand over. Then there's an election that goes on, and this is what you people are doing to the union.
Sincerely, I'll sit here and then play to my brother Kwesi that if he has anything, he should just go through the due process.
But the 48 hours has elapsed.
It's lapsed. It has elapsed. But maybe the judicial board can find themselves their way out and see to how maybe this can be addressed. Because if you think the thing is fraud, you have followed the process from the beginning. And just getting to the latter part, just going to betray the union that way, that is where I'm not happy of. So if he can go through the thing and then consider my plea, I know he is listening to me. I know by now he's watching me. So he should just listen to Charles.
Don't you think that he also feels that it is not fair? I mean, putting myself in the Tuahene's shoes, election register must be signed by a general secretary. General Secretary did not sign. You guys are purporting that he joined the queue to vote.
Yeah.
The video I've seen, I only saw him sitting at a table. And it could be that he was sitting at the table and he stood up, he left. Or you have videos of him in the queue.
According to the information I'm having,
yes,
my polling agents were there.
Are they not making flimsy eyewitness account?
He joined the queue and voted.
Okay, so on the register we can have that he ticked and then he took part of the whole process.
Exactly. And so if you were not in agreement with us to have done the election, like why did you even call us? Why was he even pleading with us that we should
agree on terms,
and then we move on with the election? That's where I have problem on his side. That he pleaded with us that, Charlie, we don't want this election to go into the night and those kind of things. Because if he had not agreed, we're going to print new ballot books. You understand? And so if it has done that, it means that all delegates should have waited to the night, which was going to cause confusion. Like,
is it expensive to run Nugs election, to be a candidate for Nugs presidential? Is it expensive? I mean, we are being very, very honest.
It's
expensive.
It's very expensive.
People say you need about 100,000 cedis before you can really campaign.
Sure, even more than that.
Even more than 100,000
exactly.
cedis to serve the Ghanaian student. You need more than 1 billion old cedis.
Sure.
Wow. What was your source of income to get the more than 100 billion?
As a trained teacher who is on steady leave, everything was coming from my pocket.
Wow. As a trained teacher, you were able to make over 1 billion to do this election.
I was managing.
You were managing.
So someone was just attacking me on Facebook that I should keep quiet. I wasn't serious.
How can he say that?
That I wasn't serious.
Does he know what it takes to run?
2,200 that I used to file the nomination form. It wasn't through sports betting. And it wasn't.
President Kenneth phone said the serious. 2,000 wasn't through sports betting.
I didn't waste the money through sports betting. I told him there. It wasn't through sports betting. I moving around from Upper West, Upper East, Western region, Volta region, going everywhere. Yeah. In fact, risking my life, sitting in buses, all this while. And I'm here to go and give thanksgiving to God because it's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Sometimes.
And the delegates you have, at the point you have to give them money. Of course, I mean to transport other things to support them.
That was the secret, according to my prophet. Like I was supposed to tap Kwahu on that, and where was I even going to get the money to give to
You're
them?
supposed to tap Kwahu on that how?
Like not trying to pay,
But because your prophet wanted you not to pay, and you also felt like you have to do what they are doing, you were paying.
And no, I couldn't pay.
You paid some but couldn't meet.
No. I couldn't pay one. Just even one person I couldn't.
But how would you be where you don't pay? So the other people that paid.
We were having the belief. I'm actually no, I wouldn't say that nobody believes in God. But I'm actually a type, I've been a church leader for Methodist Church before, as a steward and those kind of things. Sometimes when you are being tapped, like, you need to understand, we wanted to come and change the status quo. We wanted to come and serve in a way that Ghanaian students will believe that, yes, someone can come without even paying a dime, but can really serve. And so it will be on a record.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. What is your final words to the to Etuahene, and also your final words to the rest of the Ghanaian students who are watching? Let me tell you guys that we are going to have Dennis Apialabi tomorrow here. 1 hour full interview with Dennis Apialabi, and we'll get to understand how he takes all of this. I mean, because in an election, it only takes an electoral commission to declare who the winner is. He has been declared as the winner, so far as we are concerned, until Etuahene brings a legal action or whatever it may be. How does he take all of these things? Because I don't think he wants to be a leader over a divided Nugs. What are your final words to the Ghanaian students who are watching you and the young people also?
The first of all, will go to the people who actually believed in me, that the 33 votes that I had.
You had 33?
Oh, sincerely.
And Dennis had how much? Sorry, how many?
824.
And you had 33 votes?
Exactly.
Senior. And you spent over 100,000, 1 billion votes?
No. I couldn't spend up to that.
You spent how much?
So far, roughly, let me say, no, it couldn't reach. You know, it was economical. I was just being economical.
We want to win election in Ghana,
you know, that is why I'm advising my brother that he should try, and then this is the first touch. He should try, go back, work on his operations. Because maybe whatever he is trying to use to accuse Dennis,
I see him as a very viable potential candidate for even the next election.
Yeah.
He could have, I mean...
So he should try and tap cool. So I'm telling my brother Kusi that the respect he gave to me, he should just look down upon whatever pressure coming on him from anywhere. And then
from the NDC, that's what you want to say.
Oh, senior.
No, be frank. You're a presidential. Why are you scared of political?
Per the followers.
Yeah.
I would say that the NDC is putting much pressure on him.
The NDC.
Yeah.
So want him to declare himself as president.
Maybe if he has anything against, he should follow the due process. Regardless of the time being elapsed, he should try and follow a due process.
Okay.
I'm pleading with him that he shouldn't just cause any spirit. I thank everybody who was able to make up to the place.
Thank you very much. You didn't thank your voters. Those the 33 people that voted for you.
I thank them.
How many was the voter register? How many people?
In fact, we couldn't get the total.
You went into an election without knowing the total number of electorate.
These are some things that I think the General Secretary is supposed to have been tapped here to answer them. So
that was a fault of... See, tomorrow we have an exclusive interview with the president-elect. Don't forget, we also have an interview with the Electoral Commission himself. It was supposed to be this week, but I think we want to have the candidate, then we look at the Electoral Commission. I'm even told that not having the total number of delegates within the voter register is normal so far as Nugs is concerned. Because, the schools pay their dues very late. And sometimes at the Congress grounds, that's when some people are paying. So sometimes it's very, very difficult to even get the total number. However, the secretary should have known that he had a constitutional duty. His signature is not to authenticate the register, but per the Nugs constitution, it was to formalize a procedure. We'll come to all of that and the technicalities. And I'll give you a special legal editorial so far as this Nugs election is concerned next week. But tomorrow we'll have the Nugs president. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for voting. We just hope that...
I would like to thank some people.
Quickly,
my guys at home, Bepoase at Secretary South District. I thank my mother. In fact, she has been very, very supportive.
Mommy, thank you so much for supporting.
So I thank everybody at home, like Mr. Puzo, Apele, Dollar, and Co. I thank all of them. My brothers, in fact, they have also been very supportive.
You know one interesting message I got, and it's very, very interesting. Somebody says that if you had 33 votes, and Etuahene had about 100 and something, and Dennis had 800 and something, put together, let's say about 1,000, and you had 33.
Yes, please.
Oh, Chairman, don't be heartbroken.
Oh, it doesn't move me.
But how is the MPP party doing? And are they excited that... okay, this is what...
I always want to put me into trouble.
This is where time will permit us on another exciting edition on Youth Empowerment Television Show. It has been a very if somebody sends me a long message, I don't think I can really read this. This one is giving me a legal background of what the elections and everything has been. Tomorrow we shall have Dennis Apialabi, who is the president-elect per the Nugs Electoral Commission. He would be here tomorrow, and we'll ask him how he feels. What has the political orgasm been like tomorrow? So thank you guys. My name is Richmond Amofasapon. If you say a prayer, say something for me. We always come here to do this for God and country. Bye bye.